We're going to go ahead and start this video off right here. What about an impending geomagnetic reversal or excursion? Looking at the past and the present to understand the future. Now, all credit goes to these gentlemen here who put out this article. All credit goes out to everyone that puts out information that goes towards this subject. I thank all of you and appreciate all your input. I don't know nearly as much about it as these gentlemen. I would never pretend to uh, explain to you that I did. They've contacted me several times because they know that I have the ability to get this information out there. And I'm sure that they don't mind that I share, as it is public, free and fair information. They like to make everything boring. So you won't get it because you're an unscientific person. The purpose of this paper is to analyze the most significant events that occurred during the period, blah, 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 located under the South Atlantic anomaly. I can't even say that crap. The Earth's magnetic field is weaker, and the trapped particles during the geomagnetic storms suffer decay over time. Now, they're clearly studying this. Ionospheric signals from seismic events from the South Atlantic. I can't even read that. South Atlantic anomaly. Jesus H. Christ. Could you make shit more difficult? This is the reason why they know people will not absorb this information. They want you to not absorb it. Let's try to read this. The SAA, ionospheric signals from seismic events. Let's just start with that. So this anomaly, right, is apparently causing some seismic activity. Well, gee, isn't that right where a big earthquake just popped off? Because I could swear that's just about where a huge earthquake popped off. Earth's magnetic field has expanded so much. What is this big anomaly? And you know what? While we're at it, there's another anomaly over on the other side of the planet, over in Indian Ocean. Now, last I checked, we have two poles, and it sure looks like if there's seismic activity and auroras being created and problems in the ionosphere because of these two areas, that maybe, just maybe, we're being toyed with by the elites that know something we don't. All right, so you can see we got two huge magnetic anomalies underneath Earth that are acting all crazy right now and moving all around. Now, some Mexican scientists said we're moving back and forth 1,200 miles each time this huge planet comes out in front of its sun. That looks like about 1,200 miles to me, maybe more. But it looks to me like something's going back and forth inside the Earth. And they're saying that this magnetic blob is separating. Well, gee, great. So we've got some magnetic thing that is affecting the Brazil area. And I will tell you one thing right there. That sure looks like a lot of activity over the Brazil area, over the tip of Brazil, which is right where I said the North Pole was going to be. Now, I was told Waco, Texas, but it is appearing that this anomaly, and if you roll a metal ball on the floor, no one knows where up is going to land. You couldn't put a little piece of tape on that ball and say, that's going to land directly up if I roll that ball 300 yards. You don't know where that ball is going to end up landing. So no one really knows where the North Pole is going to end up. They all say they do. Everyone says they know everything until they don't. So the South Atlantic anomaly can create seismic events. Do you suppose that anybody in Venezuela knows that seismic events can be caused from the South Atlantic anomaly? Do you think any of them even know what the hell that is? I'll bet they don't. So why are you keeping that from us? Are you going to tell us their tailpipe caused those problems? Take a look at our orbit, people. Does that look good to you? We are having some serious problems, and this anomaly is creating what you're seeing in the center of that circle. Does that even look like an orbit to you? This is our planet right now orbiting our sun. Look at the disturbances in our orbit. And you don't think that there's going to be earthquakes, volcanic activity, cracks, problems, all kinds of weather issues and such as a result of what is in the center of that circle. You don't have to be a scientist to understand that something's off. And the center of that circle is what is the top of the pyramid. Everything that has been going on this planet for the last 5 years as a result of what is in the center of that circle right there. And you can either figure it out or not. Do you think that your cow created the problem in that circle? Do you think that your tailpipe created the problem in the center of that circle? Thank you. I've shown these graphs before. Apparently, I have to show them multiple times. Does that orbit look natural to you? Does that look like we are in a normal orbit? Or does it look like we are starting to spin like a top? I can do this all night. More graphs and charts showing weekly that we have a new North Pole. Earth's core has stopped spinning and may change direction. Well, those two little stars that I showed you, if it does stop spinning, I'll bet you it happens on or around August 12th, when gravity supposedly is supposed to stop for 7 seconds or something like that. Maybe it's longer, who would know? They won't even tell us about things being filmed in the sky. They won't tell us about anomalies underneath our ocean that are causing seismic activity. They won't tell us anything except fairy tales and lies. And now we're starting to find out that everything we've ever been told, basically, was a bullshit story. And I think the entire world is disillusioned by that fact. Anyway, there's been many coastlines, and I'm going to name a bunch of the cities that no longer appear on maps, which is probably the reason why a portion of our history has been hidden. Because they don't want to tell you about cities that fell off the map with a bunch of people on them. So they'll just erase their history completely, like they were never there. Oh no, they were there, and we'll let you know who they were. Poleshift Alert started this website because we care about the planet. We don't want to be poisoned from above, poisoned from the ground and ground up and treated like punks. We want to be told the truth. We want to be treated like human beings and respected as such. And the best way that we can do that is for us to know the closest version of the truth in reality. And I'm going to tell the world the truth, regardless of who likes it. Thank you for watching Poleshift Alert, and all credit to these scientists.